Okay, good morning. My name is David Perfield. I'm the Assistant Head of School for External Relations here. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to our first official topping ceremony. Some of you may be familiar with these types of things. I want to let Diane Wallach share a little bit more of the historical perspective on topping ceremonies. We do have a few special guests. I want to welcome the folks from Banwell, the folks from North Branch, parents, trustees, our students, our faculty. I will speak at the end of the ceremony just in terms of logistics, but I'd like to turn it over to Chair of our board, Mr. Hank Holland.
Thank you very much, David. I'm going to be very brief and mindful that it's a frigid Northeast day. It's a beautiful day, though, and really appreciate everyone making the effort to be here. I have the pleasure of introducing someone who's been a really great mentor of mine and become a dear friend. Has done much for the school, much of which most of us will never know about. But in part, as chairman of our real estate committee, Diane Wallach. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Hank. Good morning.
Good morning.
How many of you have been to a topping ceremony or even know what one is? Historically, it's how you celebrate a milestone in building a building. And a tree is often a symbol of a topping ceremony. You'll see this lovely little freshly cut spruce up there this morning. But it's also about a spirit and a blessing. And when I found out as chair of the real estate committee that our roof was almost going to be closed in for this weekend, I couldn't resist. We have to have a topping ceremony. If you look back in Old Norse lore, Old Norse mythology, there is a wonderful symbol of family and life and giving, and it's called Yggdrasil. Yep, get it? If you speak Icelandic, you can probably pronounce it better than I do. There are more consonants than vowels in that word, I assure you. But Yggdrasil is the god of the tree. It's the god of the world. It is the tree of the world. It's got lots of interpretations. The tree is therefore the symbol often for a topping ceremony. And picture this for a second. A great, huge ash tree with roots that go down into a community that represent family, friends, and livelihood. A strong trunk coming out of the ground that's a foundation for life and growth. With leaves that reach to the sky, they aspire and they protect all those within them and underneath their branches. That is just regal. I'm going to start shivering here. It sounds better when I shiver. It is a metaphor for life here on campus. Think about it. We are taking the boys and we're giving them deep roots that they'll take with them for life. They're growing up strong and turning into wonderful young men, thanks to the support from faculty, staff, parents, everybody involved. And they are going to become another generation aspiring to better lives and protecting others. It's a wonderful metaphor. Now today, we actually have two people in this community who exemplify this metaphor. And I would like Dave and Steph to come over here, wherever you are. And while they're coming up, we have two other guests in our audience. Penny and Dave Sr., would you also come up today? Sorry, you got to bring in the parents every now and then. After all, this is a family school, if you will. But there's something missing today, in case you haven't figured it out. I don't think new dorm is very catchy, do you? I think we need a name.
Yeah.
So in honor of the 9 years you have been here as head of school, now we had you as a student, we had you as a member of the board before you became headmaster, but in memory and honor of what you have contributed here, the foundation you have built, we would like to rename this building McCusker Hall. for lending him to us all these years. So you're part of the thank you as well. Now, I'm about to do something that's going to drive David crazy. I'm not going to let him talk. You are going to sit here and bask in the moment and in thank you. Because you're usually the one giving the thanks to everybody, by the way. So you can't say a word. That's very hard. Anyway, and in lieu of that, I would like Dr. Perriman to come up here and give us a blessing before we turn it over to Dave Perfield to wrap it up this morning. Thank you.
Please join me now in prayer or in quiet reflection. Dear God, as we stand beneath this new building, we thank you for safeguarding those who have labored to build it and ask for your continued protection as they bring it to completion. We know that this building will be more than a dorm. Soon it will be home to the students, faculty, and families who will live, learn, and grow here. So we ask that you bless McCusker Hall with your presence, that it may be a haven of safety and peace here on the Point. May its open doors always remind us of the open hearts of Mr. and Mrs. McCusker. May its walls be filled with laughter, love, welcome, and warmth of its namesakes. And just as your love shines brightly through the lives of these two good and faithful servants, may the McCuskers' legacy always shine here at Cardigan, in this beautiful new building, and in the lives of all whom they have touched. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Perriman.
Not gonna let you.
It's killing them. Where's Lynn? Lynn Lenahan, God bless you. You put up with a lot from Dave because he wanted to control this thing and he had no say in it. Dave, Steph, congratulations. Let's hear it one more time for David.